Hey guys, I'm Rogan and this is my rant. We believe in the diversity of thought here on this channel, and we talk about financial, physical, mental, spiritual health here on this channel. So if you like that, hit the like button. And this isn't meant to be concrete, direct advice to any certain person. I'm just speaking of my own self experience, like experiences, and then that may help someone because everybody comes from their own background, their own lives, trauma, mental health, financial, like family support structure and stuff like that. So what I learned recently, what I want to talk about in today's video, is learning to embrace your imperfections. Now, we as humans, we're imperfect. There's some people out there that they strive to be perfectionists and they drive themselves crazy. I kind of used to be that way. I don't know if I'd call myself a perfectionist, but there were certain things, not everything, there were certain things that I wanted to be perfect, which it's impossible. You know, so what I'm saying is that it, I developed an exercise where I looked in the mirror. Now I'm on my own weight loss journey. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there on their own weight loss journey. But no, I don't have a six pack, but I'm not willing to do the like crazy amount of work and diet, like the extreme dieting to get a six pack for what? I mean, it doesn't even matter that much to me, at least. But everybody is good at something, right? Because that's why there's so many different jobs out there for people who are naturally good at with their hands, naturally good with coding or numbers, naturally good at just talking to people, like being a therapist, like or doing surgery, a doctor, or like knowing the ins and outs of every little nitty gritty fine print detail of the law. And there's lawyers. There's basically a specialty or a specialization for everybody out there because everyone's really good at something, right? Because we all have tags. Now, what are tags? Tags are talents, abilities, and gifts. Everybody has them. And until you tap into it and you realize what you're truly good at, you can be successful. Now, it's not that cut and dry. It's not that black and white. There's a lot of hard work, of course, that comes with it. But, imperfections like, oh, my nose is too big, or like, oh, I'm losing my hair, or like I'm fat, or like I'm 25 to 30% body fat. Well, you can still work to be 20% or 18% body fat, but imperfections like me. Some people are just naturally good at picking up social cues and talking to the opposite sex, or being successful in that area of life. And there's a lot of people that aren't. So me, I don't have a ton of experience in that type of realm. It used to really bother me, but the thing is, when I look in the mirror and I develop that exercise, and you can do this too, is you can look in the mirror and be like, well, what's inside of this person that I'm looking at? Like, what's really inside? Like, well, I'm good natured, I'm empathetic, I care for others, I'm very good with managing my finances. There's a long, I'm sure you could find at least 5 really good qualities in you that maybe not everybody have, but like what you're good at. Yeah, you may suck at playing basketball or catching a football, but you may be good at catching a frisbee or something like that, or you may be really good at making these YouTube videos. I'm not that I'm not, but I'm not willing to do the crazy, ridiculous overproduction, the production companies quality content, because that's just ridiculous. That's not what YouTube was about. But in times, people that don't change, they fall behind, and I understand that. But what I'm saying is, your imperfections. It's like, you don't have to have this perfect body. You don't have to have all of this money, and you don't have to have the most glamorous job, because you should work on becoming a person of value and not just a person of success. It's not bad to be focused on success and be very successful, but what does that definition of success look like to you? Do you want freedom in your 20s and 30s and not being tied down to a woman and occasionally hooking up once in a while or something like that? Yes, they may be perceived as kind of like meaningless or something like that, but if you're focusing on yourself and you're in solitude, but you still you reach out to people and stuff like that, see how they're doing, and going out a good amount of times. Like, I still like to go out and stuff like that, but sometimes when you live alone, and you're in your 20s or in your 30s, it really gives you an opportunity for a lot of self-reflection and a lot of self-growth, and really coming to terms with knowing all of yourself. And when you know all of yourself, you'll know what you're good at. Those tags that I just talked about, right? What you're good at, what you want to do, what's important to you. Like, does it really matter that you're not in a committed relationship? I mean, yeah, it may matter to you and you may want that, and that's great. Don't let anybody stop you. But if you're more interested in the casual thing while you focus on improving yourself, and like, I always say that I'm currently working on getting closer to the best version of myself, whatever that may be. And you don't want to just forever live in self-improvement land and never think you're good enough and never date. I'm not saying that. I'm saying is just like really think, like, introspection, being self-aware of what you really want in life, and not making a hasty decision being with someone that's going to be, a drain or a time suck from the stuff that you're trying to do. Someone who's, cares about like your passion, or like, be it a small passion or a big passion. I think mine's kind of small, but that doesn't matter. That you got to find out what's important to you. So learn to embrace your imperfections, and it doesn't matter. We're all imperfect, and you will eventually find your way, and you'll know what's truly important in life. So I hope you liked that video, guys. I enjoyed making it. Thanks for all the love and support on the channel recently. Hit that like button if you liked it. And if you didn't like the topic, remember to smash that dislike button. And that notification bell. It might work, it might not. Subscribe, it's free. And I would love to hear what you have to say in the comment section down below. Have a great rest of the day. I'll see you next time.